And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments, the NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday. Stan, when you were faced with back-to-back games, did that factor into your game planning at all?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, it factored into what we did in preparation. You know, practice the day before the back-to-back set. But I was a one-game-at-a-time guy, and whatever it took to win that night was what we were going to do. And then we'd worry about the second game when that one was over.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Devin Vassell. Castle is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Barlow in at the center position. And here are the Heat now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Butler. Rebound by Sohan.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaime Jaquez. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, Ball. Shoots over Schroeder. Rebound by the Heat. Z, the pass to Schroeder. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Jaquez. Over to the wing. For three. Rebound by Sohan. So the Heat, their last game, a win against Cleveland. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Here's Vassell. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. Vassell against Butler. That one, no good.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
There is the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Number 1, Jaime Jaquez.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
Look, he has this no one can stop me attitude, and that's what helps make him such a prolific scorer.
Ball with the bucket.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Pass to Z. Jaquez with a wide-open look. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
1:33 left to play in the first. Adebayo the screen, and Butler gets it to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back.
Timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Cleveland was phenomenal. He scored 33 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. It was a complete game from him in every sense of the word. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Terry Rozier. Williams, he's checked in for the Spurs. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Z out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Jaquez in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Williams, a screen on Schroeder. Branham, the pass to McConnell, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Thursday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at the Boston matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Spurs trail by 7, and the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Now, here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Johnson up top. Pass to McConnell. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Johnson. McConnell scanning the floor. Now, here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. Takes it inside and slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, it's amazing to me, the creativity. Johnson showing out.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Z. He's covered by McConnell. Jacks up a 3. Z can't get it to go. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Kispert, the pass to McConnell. Offline with his 3. The Heat leading by 8. Shooter kicks to Adebayo. 41 seconds left here in the second. Here's Z. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. And that's now 9 points for Z. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. We've got 22 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Miami grabs the miss. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And so it's the Miami Heat enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded.
Now let's take a moment. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Castle. Sohan is out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Barlow in at the 5 down low. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Adebayo with a screen for Butler. Butler loves the three-point look.
Over his career, Butler's maybe been a little erratic from distance, but he always takes them with confidence.
Here's a look at some stats for Z. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in three-point field goal percentage, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Heat shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Sohan, the pass to Ball. Driving the lane, and Ball slams it in.
Gotta respect how quickly Ball gets to the rack. I mean, if you give him the lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it quickly. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside, Ball. Sohan with the ball. 7 points in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Z, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Them one on Castle.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization, is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part because they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Z, the pass to Jaquez. Shoots over Vassell. Jaquez with the bucket. Jaquez has got 7 points.
Well, night in and night out, Jaquez loves to attack the middle of that defense.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding.
Substitution on the court.
So it's San Antonio now. Barnes finds Johnson. To the middle. Here's McConnell. And it's Miami with the rebound. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. We've got Z, also Terry Rozier out there. And it's Highsmith in at the four-man position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. McConnell passes to Johnson. Here's Branham. So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Offensive rebound. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Z. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Z's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
McConnell passes to Johnson. From 13, that one drops for him.
Going old school with the mid-range. Johnson.
Pass to Z. The 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Miami.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Ball finds Sohan. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Barnes passes to Barlow. Top of the key ball. A second chance effort. Count it.
Lonzo. Assist goes to Barlow.
The Heat leading by 22. Rozier the pass to Jovic. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's been great to see Rozier's growth as a passer over the course of his career.
Sohan, and the dunk by Sohan.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Z. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Z.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Pass to Jovic. Here's Z. Fires the 3. It's good from long range.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Z can't get it to go. Outside ball.
Hey, who's watching them?
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not